musicians, politicians, actors, and writers discuss how they feel about America's prison system. They also discuss what can be done to help reverse the rate of reincarceration. USA Today: Nashville leaders may change the bail system that keeps some criminal defendants in jail if they can't afford to pay their way out. Photo, Getty Images/iStock photo. Under pressure from a high-profile national advocacy group, city leaders may change the bail system that keeps some criminal defendants in jail if they can't afford to pay their way out. Officials want to expand programs that allow defendants to get out of jail cash-free and are also considering reforms to the way cash bail is set, reforms that theoretically would lead to fewer poor people waiting for a trial behind bars. The work simmered for more than a year, but boiled over in recent months after Civil Rights Corps, a powerful criminal justice nonprofit, threatened to sue if progress wasn't made soon. Representatives from Metro Legal, the district attorney's office, the sheriff's office and the public defender's office have met to discuss significant changes that could go into effect in the early months of 2018. More, CoreCivic investigating allegations of negligent deaths at private prison. But the coalition is still negotiating how broad the expansion of cash-free releases should be. Some disagreements remain. And a slate of Nashville judges will have to approve the plan before any changes are final. Work started in 2016 after Nashville got state grant funding to research the city's pretrial release program. Under the program, which is led through the Davidson County Sheriff's Office, some defendants are allowed to be released from jail without paying a cash bail. The funding led to the development of a new tool to determine if defendants were likely to appear in court and avoid additional arrests while they await trial, regardless of their ability to pay a cash bail. Key stakeholders have met to debate the factors that should go into determining people's eligibility for the program. Opinion: Davidson County must reform unconstitutional bail practices. The goal, Davidson County Sheriff Darren Hall said, was to overhaul the long-standing program and grow it. He said the new tool would be an effective way to allow more defendants to get out of jail before their trial. Our goal should be for Nashville to make sure that people that are staying in jail awaiting trial do one of two things: pose a serious risk to flee, to not appear in court, or a serious risk to our community, Hall said. Unfortunately, there are a lot of poor people and people who pose very little risk to the community who stay in jails across the country because they can't afford it. Civil Rights Corps, the nonprofit advocacy group, injected energy into the effort in a June letter to Metro Legal that amounted to a legal warning shot. In the letter, the group slammed Nashville's bail system as biased against the poor and pressed the city to fast-track broad changes in order to avoid costly constitutional litigation in the federal courts. The threat of legal action carried heft because Civil Rights Corps has sued other cities over what it considers unfair bail practices, and it has logged high-profile wins.